Alrighty. G'day. Well, welcome back. Uh, Due to popular demand, Nick and I will be going official, formal podcast. And yeah, what do you reckon, Nick?
Good, mate. It's glad the fans have we're giving them what they want. The two freaks in the sheets. We'll see how it goes moving forward.
Oh boy. I'm keen. All right. Do we want to get on to the first matchup? Well, I don't know if I want to, but
Well, it was previewed as the clash of the Titans. This one, not Titans as in gods, but more like attending a Gold Coast Titans match. We had the two teams that had scored the two lowest amount of points clashing in what I would probably call the Spoon Bowl preview. Scott,
fair.
just safe to say your round was over when Cleary got knocked out when he collided with Jerome Hughes in the 8th minute.
Yeah, look, I can't disagree. I never thought Gherkin would stoop to such low levels to get a win, but it was just an obvious display of dirty tactics to rub the goat out of the game. I will be lodging a formal complaint with the league, which is, I've got a great relationship with the commissioner, so I expect to see Gherkin kicked out of the comp come the end of the competition.
Well, it sounds like you're taking the loss well, mate.
Mm.
Considering you're yet to defeat Gherkin since his entry into the competition at the start of last season, is now the time just to admit that he's superior than you in every way?
Uh, I mean, didn't you lose to him both times last season as well? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really recall. I think it's time to move on to the next game, actually, Scott. So take it away.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you've decided to move on to the next game because now I get to discuss your defeat at the hands of Isaac St. Pickersgill. The nickname is yet to be confirmed, but how would you summarise this defeat, mate?
Well, look, there's no shame in losing to a better bloke than you, is there? But unfortunately, that wasn't the case this week. Unfortunately, Adam Reynolds has got Isaac off the too hot a start for me to rein in. I'd like to confirm, though, now that I've got the league commissioner in person, the 85 that Reynolds scored, is that correct? Or is that just his birth year mistakenly populated?
I would never make a mistake. It's was this loss just even harder to swallow since the start of your 2022 fantasy championship? The star of your 2022 fantasy championship, Jermaine Hopgood, sealed the win for Isaac.
Yeah, it's still still too soon to talk about.
He really
Sorry,
is.
mate.
No, you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
nah,
he really
that's
is
just
the
the thing. I
Hopgood,
can't even
isn't
I
he?
can't even get the words out. I'm just emotional seeing Hopgood in the wrong team, and just seeing that C against him just brings back good memories.
Might have to
Anyway,
use some commissioner power to maybe move him around. But
sounds good.
all right. Well, next matchup. Oh dear, holy shit! These were two big boys.
Battle of the Big Boppers, this one. Payne Haas versus Terrell May, probably the two best props in the game at the moment. Unfortunately for Jack, Payne Haas's late runaway try was probably the play that sunk him this week. So I have to
Stupid
ask you,
fucking
Scott.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I have to ask you, Scott. Do you reckon Jack's the unluckiest player in the league?
Uh, well, firstly, second highest score of the weekend lose. Secondly, fifth most points scored in the league, and he's still yet to win the game. Is he the last remaining player to be zero
I
wins?
believe so. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So I mean, after me, I would say Jack would be the most unluckiest team in the competition.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And to make matters worse, the luck gets worse for Jack. Keanu Keeney's been ruled out for the rest of the season with a neck injury. So, since we are, I like to think of us as a glass half full kind of podcast. Can you point out some other positives for Jack that'll keep his team turning up each week?
Well, it's always nice to have first pick an RFA every week. So I know
That's
from
it.
experience.
Yep, very much a glass half full podcast we are. Moving on to the next clash, we got Brock jagging the win over Alex. What caught your eye in this game, Scott?
Oh, it'd have to be Zach Lomax. He was everywhere on the weekend, and that must be encouraging for Brock to see that he didn't leave his skill in Wollongong.
Well, actually, the rumor is that Lomax was wearing his old Dragons jersey under his Eels one on the weekend, which is why he returned to form.
Uh, I mean, mate, judging from how the Dragons have played this season so far, that rumor's, that's false.
Well, okay, that's a bit of a low blow, but anyway, moving on to
Sorry,
Alex. What's he got? What's Alex got to take away from this game?
Well, Isaiah Yeo, he's back to his old floppy ways, and the last round was very much an exception to the norm. I do not see that happening again. I think it'll just be set and forget. 120 points next 20 games from Yeo.
Yeah, still hard to believe that he fell to pick number 3. And in the last
Insane.
matchup of round 3, we saw Shavy take the win over Curtis.
Well, yes, this must have given you great joy seeing your old rival Curtis cop his first loss of the season.
Could you hear the excitement in my voice, could you, Scott?
Much so.
Yeah. Well, look, all I can say is I predicted this in the round one review when I called him out for having a one-man team.
Wasn't that one-man team, didn't he obliterate you last week? And coincidentally, you couldn't turn up for the podcast last week, so I don't know.
Look, I was down the dumps last week. I was also struck down with the man flu, but you've heard the saying before, having a one-man team is better than having a no-man team.
I do know that very well. That's what I was counting on this year. What about the turn for Zach? Pre-season wooden spoon predictions to peeling off back-to-back to wins. Is Zach a dangerous team to play?
Well, I mean, it's a 100% win rate with Tino in the team. So, I mean, as long as he stays fit, Zach's going to be a tough man to beat.
Well, that's a great segue into our next segment, Trade Whispers. Now, the NRL fantasy world was rocked when the trade requests came through yesterday. Jamie Humphries and RTS were being sent from Shavy to yourself in exchange for Mitch Moses and, I don't know, Esfino? I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Sam Weller.
Thank you. Talk us through this one because I don't understand. Like, do you have anything on him?
Well, look, mate, I was shocked when I first received the call from Zach yesterday. We all know that he's a businessman with many financial interests. So he was just eager to sell his stock while it was at its highest value.
And that stock is being the rookie Jamie Humphries.
That's correct, yes. With this, I think this is just a trade that benefits all parties, to be honest. Like, Zach was able to round out his forwards, which has been a problem position for him. He gets Fainu, who's a dual position, can play mids and edge. And then you got Mitch Moses returning in 3 to 4 weeks, who's a proven halfback in fantasy. He carries his team, was a second-round pick this year. And then in return, obviously, I get Humphries, who, yes, he's averaging 70+ right now, but he's an unproven 3-game rookie. So a bit of a risk on my part, and honestly, who knows what South are going to do this year. And then the second part of that trade is two of us as Shek, who's out for 8 weeks. So, I mean, it's not like I'm, got 2 absolute guns that are going to, hit the ground running. Who knows? But for me and Zach, it seems fair for all parties. Apparently, it's been approved. I can't log into my app at the moment, so I'm still yet to see that. It feels like there could be some commissioner powers in the background stopping it.
Yeah, look, I have had some complaints logged behind the scenes, so we're just putting a temporary freeze on your account. Just we might as well undertake the investigation here.
Okay.
What do you hold over Zach?
Nothing.
Or any brown paper bags exchanged in this deal?
Not brown paper bags.
Oh, what? Not brown.
I mean, no.
No
paper bags, no.
And will you be naming your firstborn after him?
That was never discussed in the deal.
All right. Well, as commissioner, I think I'll put this matter to rest. I'm happy with that. So I'll unlock your account when I can.
Thanks for that,
all
mate.
checks out.
I'll just give you that 50 after the pod.
Hey, wait, I haven't stopped recording yet.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Well, let's move on to I guess the state of the league after round 3, how the ladder's sitting, and next week matchups. Well, I mean, what Jackson and Isaac 3-0, big boys, and then what Curtis and Zach sitting nice at 2-1. What about you, mate?
Yeah, look, I've just third most points this year, and I've got 1 win. So just need to tighten up my defense a bit, I think, and then should be right. But we've got the battle of Sunray Avenue, the king of Sunray Avenue this week, me versus Gherkin. Apparently, if I win for the first time against Gherkin, he'll be offering me a month's free rent whilst I'm over in America. So I can't wait for that. So fingers crossed the boys get it done for me this week.
Yeah, well, that's got my approval. Well, I'm not looking forward to my matchup. I think I've got about 6 players who were either knocked out or injured over the week, and now I'm running into the the leading team in the comp, Jackson. So I think Payne Haas is going to outscore all of my 13 players.
He wasn't far off last week, no.
Yeah,
well, I mean, you are the most unlucky team in the comp, mate. So, yeah, just looks like it's getting
Clearly.
better and better for you. And now you're 4th RFA. Like, what? You can't even get the first pick.
Yeah, it's all part of my plan. Actually, no, fuck, Jack and 10th. That just depresses me looking at that.
Yeah, it's tough going. And then
Is
you see
that
the
19?
Cowboys. You see the Cowboys jersey there, and it sort of explains it all, doesn't it?
Oh, well, that makes complete sense. Anyway, we could ramble on for ages, but I think the guys would have been sick of our shit by now. So,
Probably.
any final words? Anything final to say, mate?
No. Hopefully, I can break the Gherkin curse and finally get a win in this household. Yeah, it's
How does he beat
been
us?
tough times. How does he beat us? Well, just dog acts, mate. You know, like he's taken out Hughes last year. Couple injuries every week. You play against him. Just I don't know, mate. I've watched the bloke play footy. He was known as the headhunter. So high shots, dog shots. They're not out of the question with him. So I've got my team going to be pretty well prepared for it this week, I think.
Still don't know why you invited him to the league, but anyway.
Well, I thought it was going to be an easy beat. He has been for everyone else, but not us.
Yeah, no. Anyway, let's wrap this up. And I'll we'll see you next week. Maybe there could be a week break. There could be a month break. We never know when this will come out.
That's it.
And yep. All right. Too easy. See you, man, and see everyone. Bye.